Hello, and welcome to Around the Political World with John Ruffman. I am your host, John Ruffman. If you're a fan of the show, make sure to hit the follow button on the top right of Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you are listening at this very moment. When you hit follow, leave a review or share an episode with a friend. It helps other people discover the show, keeps us going, and as I like to point out each and every day, it expands our base. It has been an exciting few days, so much to talk about, and I will try to cover it as best I can. We wait with bated breath to see what will happen in the talks on the Middle East now taking place in Cairo. 2 years ago, the attack took place which changed the face of the Middle East and certainly had a huge impact on foreign policy throughout the world. Now, this war, hopefully, will wind down. It will not be peace, and that word is used repeatedly, but it will not be peace. This effort by the Israelis and the Americans is designed to get the hostages out once and for all. And for Hamas, this is a true test. Are they still the terrorist organization they have always been, or will they rise to the occasion? No one knows the answer to that question, but I would suggest before the end of this week, we will have a pretty good indication. Somebody asked me why the trauma about the hostages, and the only thing I can reflect on is how America felt when Iran took our hostages. Do you remember? 444 days of agony. For the Israelis, a smaller country where everybody knows everybody, there is a sense of desperation. We know that those who perished will never be recovered. We know that the atrocities, the pogrom, which occurred on October the 7th, will last in the memory of Israel and all good, decent people forever. But we hope that for Israel and for the Palestinians, this will be the beginning of the end of this particular chapter in the conflict. I want to be clear. This is not peace. This whole effort is designed to get the hostages out. We'll see how it goes. The second major issue that we confront today is a serious question. Is Portland burning? And the answer is no. The Trump administration, whether talking about Portland or Chicago or Memphis or other cities throughout this great country, are talking about burning cities. This we know is not true. And now, courts are again acting to prevent Donald Trump and his administration from moving American military forces, the National Guard, into major cities, including Portland. This, again, is a critical moment, and it will fall to the United States Supreme Court to sort out what's legal and what isn't. Let me point out that even as we speak, the Supreme Court is convening. The new term has begun, and there are many things on the court's docket which are critical, but perhaps none is more critical than the question of the scope of presidential power, whether it has to do with tariffs, it has to do with closing departments, all of these issues, and the Supreme Court is going to be the ultimate arbiter. How will the Supreme Court rule? I am keeping my eye on two justices, Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett. Those are the two who may well swing the court from a pro-Trump position. And let me point out, I said a pro-Trump position, not a legal position that has substance. The Supreme Court has become partisan. Not the first time that accusation has been hurled, but certainly Donald Trump is counting on the court to uphold what he wants to do. And of course, the next big issue that we now face is the question of the Supreme Court and how it will, in fact, move on all of this. So we wait and we see. Now, the question of a government shutdown. We are now in the 6th day of a government shutdown. Who's responsible? Democrats? Republicans? Well, I can tell you this. that if, in fact, this shutdown lasts for a prolonged period of time, all Americans will be affected. Right now, the damage is somewhat limited, but what we are all waiting for is what Donald Trump said yesterday about massive layoffs, furloughs, and yes, firings. Do you understand that this shutdown provides this president with the opportunity to exercise unlimited power when it comes to controlling what happens in our government? And if the president, who now embraces Project 2025, something he claimed during the campaign he knew nothing about, if the president, in fact, embraces Project 2025 as fully as he indicates he's going to, this will be a dramatic moment in terms of our country and its history. And whether or not people are laid off or fired will be a critical question. All of these issues hang, and for all of us, it is a critical moment. And then there is one other issue that I want to raise this morning, and that is the minting of a coin. A coin to honor Donald Trump? Exactly. Now, there is a federal law which said that in 1866 that a coin could not be minted for a living individual. Now, there can be commemorative coins, and we've seen a lot of those, but an actual currency coin, the closest thing we have was 1926, when Calvin Coolidge and George Washington appeared on a $50. But my friends, this coin to be minted in honor of Donald Trump, will it happen or will it not? And why should a sitting president have a coin minted just for him? There is something, well, I think, very unfortunate about this, and I hope you agree. How will it work out? We don't know. Now, let me tell you, I limit this podcast to not more than 10 minutes, and I have this morning tried to give you a glimpse of the issues that we face. This next week, we will be reporting back on all of these issues, and let me assure you, a lot is at stake, and I can't wait to give you more on Around the Political World with John Rothman. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. I am John Rothman. Make sure to follow along. Let me know your thoughts on the show by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and sharing an episode with a friend or colleague so we can continue to grow and expand. And of course, that is our goal, as all of you know. You can interact with me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or through direct email. And I appreciate all of your comments, whether I agree or disagree. That's half the fun. And to Gogo Zoger, the wonderful producer of this podcast, thank you, Gogo, for everything you do every day to make sure we are up and running. I am John Rothman, and you are listening to Around the Political World with John Rothman. I'll be back tomorrow, right here with you. See you then.